Your digital wallet is secretly designed to execute your financial future. You wake up exhausted, working 40 hours a week, and actively blame massive inflation for your shrinking bank account. But you are looking in the completely wrong direction. A highly engineered, invisible system is violently extracting your wealth through pure, unadulterated comfort. Modern convenience is a clinical, devastating financial trap, and the window to escape it is closing rapidly. Artificial intelligence is now automating this extraction process, bypassing your brain's natural defenses entirely. If you ignore this clinical reality today, you will permanently lose your generational equity. Massive global corporations employ thousands of behavioral psychologists to actively hide this exact extraction framework. Today, we ruthlessly expose the silent, invisible trap of zero-friction spending. You will finally understand why your deep biological addiction to comfort mathematically guarantees your poverty. Stop carelessly trading your finite life energy for cheap digital convenience. Do not close this video under any circumstances. Closing this video ensures you remain a profitable, obedient corporate hostage. Stay here, face the painful truth, and master the ultimate escape protocol before the system drains you entirely. Silent drain on your future. Modern society worships the extremely dangerous concept of absolute convenience. You order premium food with one single tap on a glowing screen. You stream infinite digital entertainment without moving a muscle, and you summon a private driver to your exact location in precisely 3 seconds. You proudly call this the pinnacle of modern luxury, genuinely believing you are operating like a powerful king. This is a catastrophic, fundamental global mathematical error. You are not a king operating a massive empire. You are a highly profitable, heavily sedated biological battery funding Wall Street. Every single time you remove friction from your daily life, you lose a critical piece of your human sovereignty. The modern global economy runs entirely on your engineered laziness. It aggressively monetizes your primal desire for absolute ease. When you swipe your phone to buy a digital subscription, the transaction is completely seamless, fast, and entirely invisible. Your brain simply does not register the massive financial loss because the money consists of meaningless pixels on a glass screen. You do not feel the agonizing sting of poverty. You only feel the cheap, temporary rush of dopamine. The silent bleeding compounds aggressively against you every single day. Before you even realize what happened, your entire paycheck disappears into the corporate ether. You are left completely broke, exhausted, and deeply confused about why you can never build real equity. The answer is completely hidden inside your daily, unquestioned habits. Your innocent pursuit of comfort is your actual executioner. You buy time, but you do absolutely nothing productive with it. You save 10 minutes by ordering food delivery, and you spend those 10 minutes mindlessly scrolling on social media. You did not buy time. You bought pure, unadulterated distraction. You are paying a massive premium for your own destruction. The wealthy absolutely do not operate in this toxic manner. They protect their capital with high walls of friction, while you leave your financial vault completely open to the world. You invite massive corporations to take your hard-earned money by linking your credit cards to every single application, authorizing automatic recurring payments without thinking twice. You must wake up and recognize the silent theft of your future. This massive psychological blind spot compounds against you daily. Social media algorithms actively hide this exact truth. Ignore this and become completely financially obsolete tomorrow. Examine your toxic daily spending habits right now. The biology of painless spending. Let us clinically examine your primitive human neurobiology to understand exactly how you are being manipulated. Throughout human history, massive physical friction protected your hard-earned wealth. Ancient financial trade involved heavy, tangible objects. Gold coins possessed incredible physical weight and deep texture, and paper cash had a specific, memorable smell that required a physical handover. When you handed over a large stack of cash, it genuinely hurt your physical body. The pain center of your human brain lit up instantly. Your biological amygdala recognized a severe loss of critical survival resources. This physical pain forced you to pause, breathe, and think. It activated your highly advanced, logical prefrontal cortex. You deeply considered the mathematical cost of your actions, and this natural friction protected you from impulsive financial ruin. Modern corporate UI designers completely destroyed this biological defense mechanism. They spent billions of dollars studying human behavioral psychology to systematically decouple financial spending from biological human pain. They replaced the painful exchange of cash with a satisfying digital beep and a green checkmark, completely bypassing your brain's natural pain receptors entirely. You are now spending abstract numbers, and your brain genuinely thinks you are playing a video game. It completely fails to trigger the necessary biological panic response when you lose resources. You freely spend money you do not actually possess because you are completely anesthetized while they operate on you. They perform aggressive financial surgery without your conscious consent, carefully removing the sharp sting of parting with money. When you use a credit card, the pain is intentionally delayed for 30 days. By the time the statement arrives, the dopamine of the purchase is completely gone, leaving you with cold, hard, massive debt. Your brain cannot connect the past pleasure with the present pain. This temporal disconnect is a highly engineered corporate trap that guarantees you will repeat the destructive cycle endlessly. You are fighting against billionaires armed with advanced neuroscience, using only your unfiltered willpower. And willpower always fails against engineered biological conditioning. Pay extreme attention right now immediately to this. The mathematical cost of your laziness compounds daily. This exact mechanism is draining your equity today. You must calculate your true biological financial fee. How zero friction guarantees poverty. Absolute zero friction mathematically guarantees your permanent middle-class poverty. You have been conditioned to believe that friction is your enemy, but friction is your absolute best, most loyal financial friend. Friction is a strict, powerful natural defense mechanism that gives your logical mind valuable time to engage, successfully breaking the hypnotic, dangerous spell of consumer marketing. Corporations actively wage a violent war on natural friction because they want your purchase to be absolutely instant. One single click aggressively destroys your future financial freedom. You do not even enter your secure password anymore. Your face automatically unlocks the digital transaction instantly. This is a terrifying, unprecedented level of financial vulnerability. Look at the brutal mathematics of your daily convenience. You pay $20 extra for instant food delivery, easily justifying it because you are tired after work. If you do this 3 times a week without thinking, that is massive compounding capital stolen from your future. That capital could have purchased cash-flowing digital assets or shares in a massive corporation. Instead, it bought you 30 minutes of pure laziness. You traded permanent financial sovereignty for a lukewarm pizza. Constantly complain that building wealth is completely impossible today and that the global housing market is rigged. The market is absolutely rigged against the lazy consumer, but it deeply rewards the highly disciplined, frictional operator. Every time you seek convenience, you voluntarily hand them the keys to your future. Zero friction eliminates the critical moment of profound hesitation where financial maturity is actually born. Without hesitation, you are simply a stimulus response machine acting like a basic, single-celled organism. Wall Street completely relies on your lack of hesitation. They build complex algorithms to eliminate every single barrier so your money flows out like rapid water down the path of least resistance. You must forcefully inject massive resistance into your life. Make every single purchase a difficult, annoying, frustrating chore. If buying is hard, you will simply buy less. Decrease the speed of spending and fiercely increase the friction. Your brain loves sabotaging you. We must expose your educated mind's darkest biological secret. Your brain actively and aggressively loves sabotaging your financial future. Your brain naturally seeks the path of least resistance because it evolved to fiercely conserve physical calories at all costs. In the ancient wilderness, burning unnecessary calories meant certain death. Your brain associates deep comfort with absolute biological safety, strongly desiring to do absolutely nothing all day. But in the modern economy, financial comfort is actual, terrifying financial danger. The modern world flipped your biology completely upside down. What feels incredibly safe is actually destroying your life, and what feels incredibly dangerous is exactly what saves you. You violently embrace the comfort trap because it feels good, proudly calling yourself a smart, efficient, modern optimizer. Use digital apps to automate your entire daily existence, thinking you are hacking the system for ultimate freedom. In reality, you are tightening the heavy chains around yourself and slowly losing your ability to endure extreme hardship. You are losing your capacity to tolerate minor daily inconveniences. A slow internet connection sends you into a blind rage, and a delayed package causes massive emotional distress. You have become incredibly weak, fragile, and utterly predictable. Wall Street algorithms deeply love weak, predictable consumers because they never start massive, disruptive global businesses. Weak consumers never challenge the established corporate hierarchy. They just quietly swipe their cards until death. Your brain's desire for comfort is your ultimate mortal enemy. You must understand that growth only happens in deep discomfort. The muscle only grows when it is subjected to heavy tension, and your bank account only grows when subjected to strict discipline. If you remove all tension, your financial muscles atrophy entirely, making you a soft target for predatory marketing. Wealth requires enduring long periods of intense, boring friction and saying no to instant gratification 1,000 times. You absolutely cannot trust your primitive brain to make financial decisions. You must override your brain with strict, unbreakable systems and actively seek out physical and financial friction. We must expose the system's darkest secret today. The financial elite weaponize this exact behavior daily. Adopt this specific rule today or stay broke. Weaponize your daily actions right now without hesitation. The corporate engineering of comfort. The global financial elite operate on a completely different plane. They do not fall for the cheap consumer comfort trap. They are the brilliant, ruthless architects building the trap itself. They employ thousands of advanced behavioral psychologists to map your exact chemical reward system perfectly. They deeply understand your pathetic, primitive desire for ease, engineering the entire modern subscription economy around this fundamental weakness. They sell you monthly subscription boxes for everything imaginable and software subscriptions you completely forget about. The subscription model is the ultimate zero-friction corporate weapon. It extracts your capital automatically and silently every single month without you even making a conscious purchasing decision. The machine quietly drains your bank account while you bleed out through 1,000 tiny digital cuts. Notice how they intentionally hide the cancel button behind complex digital mazes. They introduce massive, frustrating friction when you try to leave, but absolute zero friction when you want to buy. This is highly calculated, predatory psychological warfare. Eagerly pay massive financial premiums for extreme daily laziness, directly funding their massive corporate empires. They use your stolen capital to aggressively buy the apartment buildings you currently rent and the digital platforms that sedate your fragile mind. The elite completely embrace massive friction in their own lives. They endure massive, terrifying stress to build global systems and absorb heavy, painful social friction daily without complaining. They absolutely do not want an easy, comfortable, weak life. They want absolute, undeniable, untouchable, sovereign financial power. They gladly sell you the cheap comfort you desperately crave, taking your real, tangible equity in exchange. Convenience is a massive tax on them. The rich get richer by providing convenience to the masses, and the masses get poorer by consuming it. Every subscription is a microloan you give to Wall Street where you get absolutely nothing, and they get the compounding interest on your stolen capital. You must wake up and see the engineering behind this highly sophisticated corporate maze. A framework to reclaim your energy. You must aggressively destroy your delusional comfort today. Admit to yourself instantly that you are currently incredibly lazy and confess your massive financial sins in the mirror. Cut the heavy, suffocating chains of seamless digital convenience by violently reintroducing friction into your daily life. A framework to reclaim your energy. You must aggressively destroy your delusional comfort today. Admit to yourself instantly that you are currently incredibly lazy and confess your massive financial sins in the mirror. Cut the heavy, suffocating chains of seamless digital convenience by violently reintroducing friction into your daily life. Use physical cash for all your weekly discretionary spending so you can feel the actual biological pain of losing physical resources. Feel the heavy weight of the money leaving your hands. Cancel every single automated digital subscription you currently own and force yourself to actively repurchase them every single month. You will quickly realize you do not need them at all. Take radical, dictatorial ownership of your financial disaster today. This requires immense, terrifying psychological strength to execute perfectly. It will deeply hurt your fragile, lazy pride initially, and your broke friends will completely laugh at your intense efforts. Let them laugh while they slowly drown in compounding debt, because their harsh laughter means absolutely nothing to mathematical reality. You must fiercely live far below your corporate means and violently deploy saved capital into cash-flowing digital assets. Starve your primitive desire for comfort and feed your investment portfolio. Focus entirely on acquiring massive leverage and generational ownership. Become the silent, ruthless architect of your own life by building an impenetrable fortress of friction around your bank account. Make it incredibly difficult for anyone to exploit you, and make it incredibly difficult for you to spend money foolishly. The global financial elite actively suppress this specific psychological truth because they desperately need you to remain a lazy, compliant consumer. Subscribe right now to join the elite sovereign minority and master the 1% money mindset. Stop blindly playing the rigged game they designed perfectly for you. Learn the exact protocol to build massive, invisible generational wealth and master your mind before the system destroys your future entirely. Build your massive fortress of absolute sovereign financial power today.